Hi, I'm Tom Sears. I'm the president of BIBA Canada. BIBA Canada was started in 2010 when I retired from Royal Bank and returned to Canada. We are up there as the only foreign branch of BIBA, and because the international business sector here in Barbados is represented by about 70% of Canadian companies, the Canadian connection is quite important. We do many things. First of all, if there's an issue in Barbados that needs representation in Canada, whether it's with the Canadian Revenue Agency or the Ministry of Finance, we take it upon ourselves to go and take a look at those issues and see if we can help. That relationship is quite important to both Canada and Barbados, and we want to make sure that we do our part to help. We have investors in Canada that are constantly thinking about either moving their staff or perhaps opening up a subsidiary or an IBC in Canada. And we spend time telling them how it works, advising on lawyers and accounting firms and places to work and so on, and what the drill is. If their kids are coming to school here, we give them some advice on all of that and help brief them and their families in the event that they're looking to relocate down here. The governor of the central bank does an annual trip to Canada, and before the governor goes into Ottawa to meet with the Bank of Canada, the Ministry of Finance, OSFI, the regulator, the Office of the Superintendent of Financial Institutions, and possibly even CRA, we give them a briefing on what's going on politically and economically to make sure that their trip is successful. We also will brief new Canadian officials in Global Affairs Canada on the relationship with Barbados. And every time Barbados changes their High Commissioner, we meet with the new incoming High Commissioner to brief him or her on the ins and outs of the Barbados business relationship. So we think we're playing a really useful part. BIBA Canada Association is really made up of the board. We have members who are not on the board, and we keep them informed through our newsletters and our emails and so on. But on our board we have people who have lived and worked in Barbados, notably Gord Anderson from Sidell Bank and Trust. He's in Calgary and on our board. Plus we've had some others that used to work in some of the accounting firms on our board. And we've got also lawyers in Canada that work very closely with lawyers down here. And Miss Alison Manzer is our secretary of our board, and she's on our board as well. Mr. Rob Ireland is a marketing and communications expert who works very closely with Invest Barbados. So Rob's on our board as well. So we have a good mix of skills and experiences, but all focused in on Barbados. We have members in several locations. Some are in Ottawa, some are mostly in Toronto, I must say, mostly in Toronto, but some are in Ottawa, some are in Calgary, and some are in British Columbia. Those are the three main centers where we have members. We're always looking for new members, particularly anyone who's worked down here in Barbados and is going to either be moving to Canada, such as someone from Invest Barbados. So we have Neil Weeks on our board as well. So Barbadian that's moving to Canada and worked in the international business sector down here, or a Canadian who was an expat down here and is returning to Canada. They become very, very useful and insightful individuals to understand the challenges we're facing and the things that we can accomplish as a team. Well, first of all, the benefits of being on the BIBA Canada board is you stay connected to Barbados, and you're really helping the international business sector, BIBA, the government of Barbados, and the people of Canada as well, representing them, making sure that we have good transparency, ethics, proper behavior, good regulations, and so on, which is important to Canadians, but it's also important to Barbados and Barbadians that these businesses are successful. So you're contributing by being involved. We have a LinkedIn page, and you can find me on there, or failing that, you can get a hold of Hendy Holmes at BIBA, and he'll give you my email address.